It's Friday, woohoo, the 8th of December 2017, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. So 8 in Jin Shin Jyutsu came into the universe meaning rhythm and balance. 8 is the infinity symbol, upright. So it is about that constant rhythm and balance that we are able to maintain if we align ourselves with this energy correctly. 8 is about finishing off. 8 is about boundaries. 8 is a double square. So 8 is an earth number. So finally we have a bit of earth in the life map today, which will help to keep us grounded. It'll help to decrease some of this intense energy that we've been experiencing. 8 is logical. It's practical. It's on the ground, right? And so it is what is real. Now, getting real can sometimes be quite difficult because when we've been up in the air such a lot and we have all these plans and we have all these ideas and we have these goals that we want to reach, the 8 says, okay, guys, let's get real. What exactly are we going to do now, right? And if it's not practical, and how are we going to make these goals and dreams and visions practical? So today is about making the lists, getting to the shops, planning the food, buying the food so that you can prepare to cook the food, for example. Right. So 8s are also about finishing. 8s are about loyalty. 8s are solution providers. 8s are problem solvers. So 8s actually struggle to dream. And sometimes solving the problem, when you solve one problem, then you just have another problem arising. And so sometimes 8s are too earthed and they're too grounded and they lack vision, and it's very difficult for them. So at this time of year, when we're planning possibly next year in terms of like a business schedule or anything like that, you might find 8s find it very difficult to dream of what it is that they want. On the other hand, however, they are really good at bringing things into practical reality. And they're good with boundaries. This is as far as you can push me, this far and no further. They can be exceedingly stubborn, and when they are focused on a task that needs to be completed, they can be immovable. So, we don't want to be immovable, right? Okay, so the 3 of the second number in the life map today is the one of the dance and the waltzer. So we have this juxtaposition of firm, entrenched immovability like a fortress, and then we have this 3 that's pushing us into setting the goal, working out the strategy, getting things done, moving, going with the flow. It's a really good combination if you can align those energies, because you can then have the vision, you can formulate the strategy, and 8 helps you to actually implement the practical steps that are going to get you where you want to go. And then of course we have the energy of the 1, which is very airy and it's very analytical and it's chatty and it's outgoing and it can be very joyful. It can also be very hard on itself. So if you find that you are stuck in the visioning and the planning and not getting practical, or if you're stuck in the practicality and can't get to the visioning or the planning, you may find that the 1 then becomes negative, and that negativity gets turned inwards, and then it's about the I can't do this because I'm not good enough, or I'm not thin enough, or I'm not educated enough, or I'm not beautiful enough, or I'm not young enough. So we have the potential of the not enough persona actually coming into play today, as we have every day. If you're aware of it and you realize, okay, that's just my not enough persona right now, so you can hear what it has to say, and then you have a choice. You have a choice. Do you listen to it and allow you to drag it into a pit of negativity, or do you not? The hero of today is the 3. So we've got 2 3s. So 3 is the hero, remember, and 3 is the waltzer and the dancer and the creative. It's a fire number. It enlivens, it wakes up, it pushes to move. And so having that 8 in the root of the life map is really good, because it stops the fire from getting out of control and it enables the fire to become of practical use. So that's the hero today. The villain today is the 2. And so the 2 in this particular position is we become unaware of our feelings and the feelings of others. So there's no water in the root of the life map at all today. We have this 2 in the villain position, which means that we could be insensitive to the emotions of others, and particularly insensitive and blind to our own emotions, which means we then start relying on this creativity and the fire and the logic and the analysis of the 1 and the practicality and, let's just get real of the 8, and how we feel gets suppressed. So remember, whenever you suppress emotion, In the long term, it goes underground, it starts sabotaging you, and usually in behaviors, you don't recognize it as the emotion. You just recognize that you're not getting where you want to be getting. And that's usually an indicator that there's an emotion underneath there that wants to be felt. So today, we run the risk of being blind to what those emotions may be. Safety interlock number 8 is located on the index finger, and the index finger balances the bladder and kidney organ function energy, and it's the controller of the water element, and the underlying emotion is subconscious fear. So it's all those fears that we are not necessarily aware of that actually keep us trapped and stop us from expanding and moving into whichever area we want to move into. When you hold the index finger, you're balancing the water element as well. And so even though there's only, the predominant attitude is the subconscious fear, by balancing the water element, it helps us get in touch with those emotions that we may be blind to today. Hope you have an amazing Friday, and I'll see you again tomorrow.